Hey everyone, right, a video I've been meaning to do. I'm going to do it ad lib as well. Right, on Tuesday morning, this week just gone, I got a phone call from the hospital I attend due to this SPG 31 shit I've got. And so it said 11 o'clock on Wednesday. And she went through, I've got to go through all this COVID-19 crap. So I let her. She's a nice lass. She's alright. And she says, and you'll have to wear a mask. I says, no. She says, it's only in the waiting room. I says, no. I says, I'm exempt. I'm out of bloody breath by the time I got there. Well, last thing I want is less oxygen, for God's sake, as well, you know, because this shit hurts. It's a bloody nuisance. Anyway, she says I'll ask and get back to you. I mean, the legislation does say I'm exempt. In fact, it mentions about, I think it's maybe not the word distress, but basically they put stress on everybody. So in fact, everybody, by definition on that one, should be exempt from wearing a muzzle. But so many are so terrified out of the fucking skull, out of the skulls that they wear them, not knowing or not bothering to check that they don't actually protect them. That's the thing. Anyway, she never rang me back, and Wednesday morning I was about to ring up and I got a phone call saying so, because I had to leave a message day before. Anyway, she says, well, can you wear a visor? Will you wear a visor? I says, no. I says, hang on a minute, I've got just a thing. I said, leave it with me. Is the appointment still available? She says, yeah. So that's 11 o'clock Wednesday. I'm bloody knackered. I never slept that night at all. Anyway, I was thinking of my anonymous mask actually, because that legislation also says face covering of any type. That means you can put your arm across your face, you know, do a ninja thing. Anyway, I attended, and it's funny, parked car, went in, well, hobbled in, and it's like a big circular hallway that you go through, and on the right hand side you've got reception, and left hand side it goes off elsewhere and whatever. But it was, I walks in, I saw this guy to the left of me, who was stood at what looked like pasting tables. With a load of muzzles on them. Anyway, I just walked straight past down the middle of the place, and he comes running after me, so I can't run, it doesn't take much catching. Anyway, he says, you need a mask. I says, I'm exempt. He says, okay, and went off. I never even looked. Anyway, I did manage to plant some seeds about this lot being a hoax and whatever. And there was one guy there, little guy, bald head, and he was like on a computer, and he had a muzzle on. I said, doesn't that bother you? I said, do you ever get headaches off that? He said, well, not headaches, he says, as such. He says, it does make me feel ill though. I said, I'm not bloody surprised. I says, you're breathing in your own carbon dioxide and your own crap you just breathed out. But he didn't want to talk, you know. He probably thought I was trying to catch him out, which I wasn't. But he listened to a few things. I showed him the legislation that I printed out, just to cover my own back. As well as the survival rates table that I use now. so they're all stapled together. It's only 3 pages, like. Anyway, he had a look at that, and I told him to look up Vernon Coleman on YouTube. Explained retired GP, blah blah, and whatever. So I planted a few seeds, and I went in. I got 7 Botox injections. They didn't really hurt this time. It wasn't too bad. Anyway, it was a doctor that travelled in, a locum. He's quite a nice guy, actually. I really wanted to say, "Why aren't you lot speaking out?" In fact, I did do at the end, but I wasn't rude with it. I just said, after we were done, and I'd got my injections and I could move again, I just said to him, he says, "I love that t-shirt." He says, "I get stuff like that for my son. He's only a young guy." And I had one of the t-shirts I got off Mark Devlin. Well, he actually shared a link for this one. Media is the virus, blah blah blah. Good t-shirt. Aye, Mark's was in the wash, the I do not consent anyway. But he says, "Oh, I love them." Just had a little bit of a natter, so I said, "You lot could end this instantly, worldwide, if you just said something about it." And he understood, put it that way, and I think he agreed. But he wasn't in a position to say anything. I wouldn't have expected him to. And I definitely wouldn't try to upset some bugger before they inject me with needles. I was joking before that, I hope it's just Botox they put in my legs and my back, but, You never friggin' know what's going on nowadays, do you? Some of the nicest people you ever knew turn out to be twats. Be a couple of change over that one. Anyway, these are fading. I'm going in. I've done my video. I just wanted to explain about the NHS. Also, a point to note is that nearly everybody at the hospital was muzzled, even the elderly, which I disagree with. They're the most vulnerable. Still only 96%, unless they've got underlying health conditions. 96 is about the minimum, I think, but generally everybody else is towards the 99.9 range. I heard an average of 99.972% chance of survival of this COVID crap. So don't go worrying about it. Flu's more chance of getting you. Seasonal influenza. That bugger will have you. And either way, they'll mark it down as COVID anyway. Which is wrong. But it doesn't really matter because you're dead anyway, aren't you? You're not going to come back and catch it again. You're not going to come back from having the alleged COVID and come back and have flu. Not from the dead, you're not. Anyway, that's it for tonight, and good night everybody. Thanks for watching. Sorry if I bored you, but I figured I'd just let you know what the hospital was like. It was quite busy as well. Anyway, good night guys. All the best. And thank you.